All right, it is now time for an AEW Full Gear match prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan, when is the last time that we actually had an on-camera wrestling match prediction?
I don't know. It's been a little while.
You and Brady and some buddies were out back.
That was Money in the Bank.
Is that Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Which was when?
June.
July. So it's
Might have
been
been July.
It's been like a half a year. But we're back, and we're going to do a AEW Full Gear match prediction. We do not have Brady with us today. The thing about it was Lincoln didn't have school today. Ethan's high school got canceled, and Brady was bummed because he had to go to school today. But we're here going to do a match prediction, which takes place this weekend in where?
LA.
Oh, yeah. The Forum, I think they call it the Kia Sports Arena Forum.
Yeah, Kia Forum.
It's where the Lakers used to play years ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our matches, and we got Lincoln, though, to join us. Are you a big wrestling fan?
Kind of.
Oh, kind of.
I just
He's
asked
in
him-
training.
I just asked him a couple minutes ago. I said, do you like wrestling? He said, I kind of do. I kind of don't.
Well, there's a
Dad.
spark.
Dad.
Go ahead.
I just put a bracelet here at the front.
Yeah, but we don't show that because that's WWE, and we're not talking WWE here.
I'm just here, and I didn't wake up good, so I just
Okay.
hanging out at the wrestling thing with everybody, and I haven't been wrestling before.
Okay, well, we're going to start, and Lynn, you can just join in when I ask you, okay?
Okay.
We're going to start out with probably what I guess will be a pre-show match. You're the ROH Tag Team Champions.
That is a pre-show match, yeah.
MJF and...
0 hour.
Okay, the 0 hour. MJF and a mystery opponent. Now, MJF, Adam Cole are the tag champions, and Adam Cole can't compete. So, MJF and a mystery opponent taking on the Guns. Do you want to go first on this? Is this the easiest match to predict or the hardest?
Oh, it's definitely not the hardest match to predict. It's going to be MJF.
Okay. And who's that mystery opponent going to be?
Well, well, my guess right now, it looks like it's going to be Samoa Joe.
That's what
I
it
could
looks like.
see. I could see it being Samoa Joe. I could see it being somebody else. But they've kind of been teasing, and of course Samoa Joe's been like telling MJF that he will be his ally for as long as he gets another title shot.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably be Samoa Joe, and I can see him winning that match.
Yeah.
And I don't see MJF losing the ROH belt yet. At least not until Adam Cole is cleared
Yeah.
and back, and then because they're still the official champions,
Yeah.
and they got a good thing going with the better than you Bebe storyline. So they need to keep that going.
So, Lincoln, MJF, does he lose the tag team titles to the Guns, or do the Guns win?
I think Ethan said first is the who is it?
MJF
No,
or the Guns?
the MJF.
Oh, he thinks MJF's going to win. I also agree there's no chance the Guns win this. I know they were AEW Tag Team Champions, which was a fluke. They're better than they were. Samoa Joe, I think he joins up with them. But, we've always... They got that mask character that, the mask character MJF has that somebody has stolen. He can show his face. That group, these masked men... Who knows what's going to happen? I think they're going to take out Samoa Joe prior to the match to make MJF have to fight by himself, but MJF wins. No question about it, I think. We're going to move on to the main card. You've got I keep wanting to say the All-Atlantic Championship, but it's the international title. Orange Cassidy taking on Jon Moxley, former champ, two-time champion in Orange Cassidy. Who wins that match? Orange Cassidy or Jon Moxley?
Jon Moxley.
Jon Moxley. I agree with this. I think I like Orange Cassidy. I like Moxley. I think Orange Cassidy was way too long of a champion. And then they had Moxley win, and then Phoenix pinned him, and I think that was because maybe Moxley got hurt, so maybe he wasn't supposed to drop the title. But then Orange Cassidy won it back. I didn't understand that. Who knows? Have I made a prediction yet?
You said John Moxley.
Yeah, I think John Moxley wins it here. Even though I think it could be Orange Cassidy's match to win because he's never beat Moxley and they won it, but I'm still gonna go Moxley. Ethan.
This is the hardest one. In my opinion, this may be the hardest match to pick of the night. And the
Okay.
only reason I would vote against Moxley, it would seem like John Moxley is going to win. He just come back. He was champion. He never really had
Yeah.
like a reign other than just like a very short time, and then he got hurt.
Doesn't need the belt.
Doesn't need the belt. And Cassidy has been champion for a long time. It's almost like, was he just giving it just to carry it to Moxley? Or what I would like to see happen in some way is Orange Cassidy winning, only because the last time Orange Cassidy lost.
It's true.
And a year ago, even before that, John Moxley could, Orange Cassidy did not even stand a chance. But it would be good for his career to pick up a win against John Moxley. But he does not need to keep the belt, and so I'm gonna say Moxley wins. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go with Moxley.
But-
We are talking about this off air. Really, this title needs to go to somebody to establish them. Somebody new, somebody like Swerve or somebody like Hook. These guys don't need the title. Orange Cassidy had a long reign. But we'll go on. We'll move on. But we both got Moxley. Anything could happen there. That is a hard one to predict. What do you think? You already made your prediction. You said Moxley. You ready for the next match?
I think Ethan's belt gonna win, or Daddy's belt is gonna win,
Okay.
or my Daddy slap bracelet will win.
Okay, there you go. Moving on to the next match, you have the Golden Jets, which is Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, to take on the Young Bucks. Ethan, you go ahead and pick that one. Another hard one to predict, I think.
This is another tough one,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go with the Golden Jets winning.
Okay. I think I agree with you here just because they're doing something new with Omega and Jericho. It's funny, they're doing something new with Jericho and he's in his 50s. But the Young Bucks this is their hometown. They're from Rancho Cucamonga, which is not that far from Los Angeles. But I agree with you. Golden Jets winning this match.
Hey,
Is there anything new they really could do with Jericho? Like, I like Jericho, but really, is there anything new they can do with him?
I mean, I don't know.
You know what I
Could
mean?
be, yeah.
I don't know. It's almost like, is he at the end?
I can
It
see
doesn't
them.
excite me much for this match.
I can see Jericho and Omega winning this match because it will, a wedge is kind of being driven between the elite because of Jericho.
Yeah.
And I could just see Jericho and Omega staying together a little longer and like having more of like a storyline for the two of them because neither one of them have been, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So what are you gonna say? The Jets or the Bucks?
the Bucks.
Oh, he's going the opposite direction. He'll take the Young Bucks one, and he's actually a Young Buck. And then I look at the Young Bucks, and I love them, and I always thought, like, what are they going to do when they get older? And they're starting to get older. Nick's hair is thinning. So as far as Young Bucks, I mean, I still like them. I like all four of these guys. Another match, you got Hangman Adam Page in a Texas Death match against Swerve Strickland and one of our favorites, Prince Nana. Only because of his dancing.
It's
And the funny thing is
it's really fun.
when they brought him in, he had the crown and stuff, or the hat, or what I guess what you call it. And they would replace Tully Blanchard. He had some, I'm like, oh come on, I like Tully Blanchard. Who's this guy? But now they like him just because he dances, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you? I'll go with this one because you pick last. I'm going Swerve Strickland winning this. I think the sky's the limit for him. I mean, I love Adam Page. I wish he would have signed with WWE, but his contract was up. However, he didn't. He just signed a large deal, from what I heard, with AEW. But I go Swerve Strickland winning this. What do you think?
Let me think.
Yeah, Hangman and Swerve.
It's kind of a tough one.
It is tough because I don't really know like what AEW's like. Where are they going with this? They've already
Who
fought.
won their first match?
Page won, didn't he, or not?
I don't remember.
Man, I need to get caught up. I thought Page won the first one.
Because if Page lost, I could see him winning, especially because he's kind of mad because Swerve broke into his house.
Yeah. What I don't understand is like he had that good run as a world champion, and then he's went down kind of so far, and it's like, will they ever get it back up to like, you know, they have so many guys that can be world champion. You know, it's like he'll probably never be back to that level. It doesn't seem that way. Kind of like Moxley.
He really should go to WWE.
I agree. But
He should have.
so your pick is Swerve or Hangman? What do you think?
I'm gonna say Swerve, I guess.
Okay, we got Swerve.
I-
What about you?
I
You got Hangman or Swerve?
Swerve.
No, wait. I'm gonna say Hangman.
You gonna switch to Hangman? It is a Texas death match too. It's like,
I would
I'm gonna
switch.
say Hangman.
okay.
I would switch to Hangman too.
Oh, they both are switching to Hangman. I'll stick with Swerve. We'll see what happens. Moving on to another match: Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland. What's that Edge? Versus Christian Cage, the TNT champion, Nick Gage, and Luchasaurus. I never thought
Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne. Right. Nick Gage is the other guy. He's a wrestler as well. He fought like Jericho, remember, like the bloody match. Yes, Nick Wayne. Which Nick Gage is totally different than Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne's like 12. Nick Gage is like a lunatic. But I never thought I'd say this match. You get Sting, Darby, and Adam Copeland on the same team versus Christian, Wayne, and Luchasaurus. I'm gonna make a prediction here. The faces win. There's no way Sting loses again until he's getting ready to retire in February, right?
Yeah.
Revolution. Adam Copeland's there. Let's see what they do with him. He wins, no question. I should say it's the easiest match to predict, but you never know. Christian can cheat because this is going to be a long-term thing, and they're going to be setting up for Copeland and Christian, Copeland and Cage in a match. So it could be drawn out, but I go with the faces: Sting, Darby, and Adam Copeland winning.
I agree. This is also, of course, Sting is on his farewell run, so it's one of Sting's last matches ever.
Especially pay-per-view.
Anything can happen, but it seemed like from his promos, this is going to be it.
Yeah.
And he, being that old, I could see him never wrestling again.
Yeah.
Because so many wrestlers who've been so much younger, like in the 50s, who are retiring, or even in the 40s.
And he's in his
never
60s.
returning. And him being in his mid-60s.
He doesn't look like Flair in his 60s, though. Like, he's still able to put on some decent matches.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not every week, and maybe not,
Right. Also, Adam Copeland, this is his first pay-per-view match. So,
You're right.
can't see him losing that either.
He didn't fight it. Well, I guess pay-per-view wise.
Yeah.
Daddy,
He didn't
why-
fight, because he debuted at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
the last
Dad,
one.
why
It's
didn't
been a
you
little
write
while since
my
the last
name?
event.
Yeah. Who do you think's going to win? The good guys or the bad guys?
I probably think the good guy.
Well, that's a good thing to think. You also got the AEW Women's Championship, Sheeta taking on Timeless Tori Storm.
Dad,
And I think they've been pushing Tori so much, she's going to win the belt here.
Dad,
I agree. I'm gonna
Why
go
did-
with Tony Storm.
why did you do my name?
Oh, because I wanted to. There's also a TBS match, and I'm not even sure who's in it. I know, like, Sky Blue. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care much for the
Dad.
TBS segment ever since, you got
Dad,
Cargill
what?
and WWE. Hold on. So we'll skip over that match. We got two left. The tag team title match. Ricky Starks teaming up with Ethan's favorite, Big Bill,
Yeah, right.
to take on, hang on, FTR versus LFI. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the official name of those guys. and also taking on House of Black. Well, at least you've got Brody and Malachi Black. Do we have new champions here, E? These are tough. Maybe we've been out of the game too long making predictions because these are tough.
Yeah, this is a tough match.
You want me to predict?
Go ahead.
All right. This is tough. Like he said, it's tough. It's tough.
Dad,
I go champs retaining.
look at your hand.
I can see these guys not being long-term champs because they're not really a tag team. Oh, yeah, got some, yep. But FTR have been champions for long, and I don't see them winning back. Maybe LFI, and I wouldn't mind House of Black winning, but I'm going champs retaining. None of these guys really stand out as like, oh, this is their time to win it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Stones, Big Bill, FTR. It could be FTR, but they've been champs twice.
FTR.
3 times is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
It will not be LFI. I don't
Hey,
even know
Dad.
what this match, and it won't be the
Hey,
other two
Dad.
guys. I'm gonna say champs retaining. This is
Okay.
kind of slim pickings in this match.
Yeah, well, because FTR just had a long reign, and if they win again, they're going to have another long reign because they don't lose very often, so I don't see them winning that. LFI just coming back. I don't know. We'll see. And then the main event, who do you think is going to win?
Dad, look at your hands first. Your whole hand.
Yep, I got some ink on it. Who do you think will win?
I think who's the people?
So you've got Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus FTR versus LFI versus the House of Black.
House Black.
You always just pick who I say last?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, and then the world title match, MJF defending his championship, which he doesn't even possess at the moment, versus Switchblade Jay White. Probably the weakest world title match in AEW history, at least in the last while.
Main event.
Pay-per-view main event on paper, at least. Now, Jay White's good.
What about?
I can't remember them all.
I was just thinking back the other day. What about Full Gear 2020?
Who was that?
John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, who
No, there
it's
you
not so uncommon now. That wouldn't be that much of a, but that was when Eddie Kingston had literally debuted, like, I think maybe like 2 months before then. It was he was very new. It was just like, oh, there's some past history between them. That's all we know about Kingston.
Wow.
He was very, very new. So it was very.
Well, I forgot about that. So I would absolutely put that there.
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston then, or any other time or now, would be definitely worse than this. Jay White is new to the AEW scene.
Yeah.
He's good. I'm not a big fan of his group. I'm sure he's better. We haven't seen him in the ring a lot, but just on paper, it's like there's no way he beats MJF. No way. I mean, and I don't know really who I would put if they would have saved Moxley, or not Moxley, but Omega and MJF. Then maybe we would have thought a little different. I just don't know who. I don't know who really matches up against MJF right now and saying, oh well, this guy has a chance to beat him. Just MJF is the guy. However,
Who could possibly be next? I do not know.
what about the War of 2024?
Right.
If he really is still actually his contract's gonna be up on January 1st, then you can see maybe him winning Jay White here. However, he could also defend the title at the next pay-per-view because now they're
There's
doing
been so
monthly
many
shows.
Teasers.
He's signed
But-
long term with AEW.
I just think it's just one of another brilliant storyline that they're using for MJF, because MJF always has these really good storylines that are just like him leaving for a while. What's happening? Was that promo? Was it real? Was it not real?
Yeah.
And then him coming back and winning the championship, holding it for a while, and then all these different really good storylines that he's been in. And it's just, and this 2024 has been being brought up for years.
Yeah.
It's been years that he's been talking about. Contract runs up 2024. He wants to go to WWE.
I think he's already signed an extension. I think
Hey,
I don't think they
Listen.
even keep the title on him
No.
this long, this close to 2024.
He would drop the belt if he was gonna.
And he's not going to hold it all the way till like 2 or 3 days before it World's End, and then leave and then come debut in the Royal Rumble. There's no way. He's signed long term. I still say MJF wins, if somehow Jay White wins the championship, then we're going to know, okay, this War of 2024 is a real deal. It's true. Also, you've got, is the person under the mask going to be revealed at the event? Will they show up?
Could whoever he is
CM Punk?
be the... Could whoever this is be the one who's going to beat MJF? Could it be like a big name that we're not thinking about? Who could be the one to take the belt? Like, who could it be? Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, anybody less than CM Punk is going to be a disappointment. And I think CM Punk is I love it because we're going into Full Gear and the Survivor Series, and there's rumors of CM Punk showing up at either event. Now, I'm not a big CM Punk fan. I was at one time. I don't really care. And I would love to see him not even be at either one of these events. However, it's still
Him and
interesting to
MJF
see.
on the same side would be kind of... It'd be interesting. It'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be under the mask?
I think it could be CM Punk. I think it could be... I've heard people say Jack Perry.
Oh, I've never thought of that.
But it wouldn't really be as interesting. I can't see it.
I think it's Jack Perry. I don't know. I didn't even think of that.
Jack Perry,
Especially if it's definitely not going to be
time.
Punk.
He got suspended like at the end of August,
for
because of
fighting
CM
with
Punk.
Punk.
Could he be the one behind the mask? But what I heard somewhere was like whoever like the person behind the mask isn't just a random person. It's like the person who's actually been doing it. And we know how long Jack Perry's hair is.
Yeah.
You can't see any long hair now. He could have it, kind of hidden in the back. And just like up
They
in
can.
you can't see it. He could.
And he's not a real big person under the
But
mask.
it's like if this character walks out and you see his hair, you're gonna recognize who it is. I mean, there's no way to cover that up by just having something, unless it's like.
I can't believe I didn't think about Perry being
Could be
there.
Jack Perry. Could be CM Punk.
But I don't.
Who else could it be?
I don't know.
Could it be a new debut? Could it be a?
Because there's also Tony Khan's already announced there's going to be a big signing at this event. Somebody showed up. Could be Ospreay. I've heard it. Well, it could be somebody like I heard Mandy Rose. I heard it could be Sasha Banks or her new name, Mercedes. So who knows with that? It's going to be interesting. I wish they had a deal to be able to stream these events because I'm not paying for the money, the pay-per-view.
Or could this be the last person we'd expect it to be?
That's true.
Not like beyond like
Who's the last
I don't
person you could expect to be?
like somebody like who's just like
Shockmaster?
not anybody who hasn't been there a long time or who's rumored. It could just be like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like somebody who just like is there all the time and has not done anything that teases it. It's just like
It's going to be interesting to watch.
just like a twist like
Is it Saturday?
You know
Is
what
it
I mean?
tonight or is it tomorrow?
Saturday.
Ooh, it's tonight. Well, make sure you watch. If you choose to watch it, enjoy it. We got to let Lincoln get the last say.
It's Saturday. That's why Collision. Friday was
Oh,
Friday
that's
night.
right.
Same time as SmackDown.
So, question. Who wins the championship? MJF or Switchblade Jay White?
MJF.
Oh, that's big because you usually picks the second one. All right, thanks for watching. Enjoy Full Gear. Happy Thanksgiving.